Hey Book Besties, I'm Haley.
And I'm McCayleigh. Welcome back to Two Chicks and a Plot Twist.
Season 2 is here and we're messier, moodier, and more obsessed with fictional men than ever.
Expect chaos and all the twists your TBR can handle.
Let's get plot twisty!
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Two Chicks and a Plot Twist.
Today we are diving into the dark, twisted underbelly of Goodreads.
Ah, yes, where people are brutally honest and also somehow a little dramatic.
Today, we're guessing books based on bad reviews, and just to make it a little fun, we've pulled some from our favorite and least favorites. So basically, it's a mix of things that we love and hate.
The rules are simple. I read a review, Haley tries to guess the book, and then we switch.
All right, guys, let's get started. But before we do, we haven't talked about this in a while. We need to talk about what we've been reading. McCayleigh, have you read anything good? I know I have to pull up my Goodreads to remember what I've read.
Yeah, you asked that question. I'm like, oh my god, well, I don't know. Well, I'm currently reading Manacled. Well, not Manacled. Alchemized.
Yeah, me too.
Previously titled Manacled by Sin-Lin Yu this Thursday. So we'll have already gone and done this. Yeah. But at the time of recording, this coming Thursday, me and Haley will be going and seeing Sin-Lin Yu at a book signing. And we'll get to hear them talk a little bit about Alchemized. So that'll be fun. We are very excited and trying to read as much of that book as I can. But
I have it right here. Just lifting it hurts my hands.
Oh my gosh, I got my copy. And
did you look at the pages? The pages are like a Bible page.
Yes.
They're so shiny and see-through. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, if not, that book would have to weigh 1 trillion pounds.
Yeah.
Gosh, but I finally got my Goodreads pulled up, and I have recently read The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig.
I saw that. That's really good. I'm so happy that you read that.
Yes, so
Bartholomew. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, no. The way I had to stop the audio, like, I don't do that every time and be dramatic, but, like, I just had to just stop the audiobook. Like, oh my god. He had, like, a backstory this whole time. He was not just really this random gargoyle. So that was amazing.
Yeah.
I look at all the books Haley reads, and that's how I end up choosing my books.
So much.
I've said that in the past, but that's the only... Like, I don't even read the back of the books, guys, and... said this again about a different book, but don't even read the back of the books. Just read it, and I get surprised by whatever the summary has already supposed to told us, whatever. So it was a really good book. I gave that one 5 stars.
Really
I read
good.
Dream by the Shadows by Logan Carley, which her episode aired a while back, which was amazing 5-star read. The Ritual I read. That one.
I am so surprised that you read that. I've seen it before on my on social media.
Oh my gosh. You know, our book club chose that as a book club read.
Really? Oh my, who chose that?
Oh my gosh. I think it was voted on. I don't know, but I had bought the audiobook way back when it was chosen.
Yeah.
Never listened. I was too caught up in podcasting, whatever. Couldn't keep up with book club readings. Well, I just ran out of audiobook credits, and I was like, oh, I already have this one. And it was The Ritual, and I turned it on. Oh my god. Yeah, the plot was like, it was going, and then brain rot. Like, it just kept getting worse. I'm like, do I have any brain cells left? I was listening to this book on a car ride to and from my hometown, which totaled like 8 hours, so I finished the whole book that way. And man, that car ride, I just felt so dumb. Like, my review for that book, I've never physically felt my brain rot before, but here we are. It was good. Then my rating kept getting lower and lower because I think we lost the plot for a while. Then we found it again, finally. It just got so repetitive and predictable. Definitely not everyone's cup of tea, so as a vanilla girly, I give it 3 stars. That was very generous of me because it was like, nah, 1 star, and then as it kept going, finally we were picking up speed. 2 star, okay, and then 3 stars. So redeemed itself a little bit, but it was a lot to take in. And then Fearful, of course, we dropped our Fearful episode. We had disagreeing
Yeah.
reviews on that one, but I'm not going to go back and
It's
change my
okay.
review. I approve this message. Signed, a certified Kit Girly, 5
What?
stars. Then My Handmaid's Tale. I
Yeah.
read that one. Very, of course, impressed. I loved
Yeah.
the show. I watched the show first, and then I read the book. So I was like, oh, it ends here?
Mhm.
So insane. 5 stars. I think I'll be a lesbian now, was my review. And then I think the last time we discussed books on the podcast and what we've been reading, I think I had just finished Whispers of the Deep. So that's where my reading left off.
I don't know if you saw,
Crazy.
but the author liked our TikTok, and I tagged her in it, and she liked my comment where I tagged her name, Emma Ham Han. I can't remember her name.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yes, I'd been meaning to tell you. Yeah, I
Wow.
tagged her in everything, and I commented and tagged her, and she liked the message and she liked the video.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow. That's so
It's
cool.
crazy.
I
know,
know
it is so
that.
cool. Yeah, but for me, I've read a lot. Okay, here's one I don't know if I talked about last time, but I need everyone to read this. It started as anything that I love does. It started as a Draco and Hermione fanfiction. And it got picked up by a traditional author, and it's called Rose in Chains. It was so good. That was a 5-star read for me, and I need the next book ASAP. That was just so beautiful.
That book is really pretty. I've seen it in
It's
Barnes & Noble. The
stunning,
sprayed
yeah.
edges are really, really pretty.
It's really pretty. It's really good too. Put that on your TBR.
I just look at your TBR. And if I need to buy a book, it's like, okay, I'll look at Haley's TBR.
Oh, thanks. I also read The Favorites by Lane Fargo. I listened to that one as an audiobook, and it kind of, I don't know if you ever read or watched Daisy Jones and the Six.
No, we've talked about it before.
That's really good. It kind of gave me those vibes, and it's about like a ice skating team and their toxic love and just them going back and forth for years. Like it spans years. That was really good. Read Fearful. McKayleigh did too. We also both read The Princess Knight. Have you finished that one or no?
No, I have 100 pages left. I forgot I'm also currently reading that one, guys.
Yeah, just finished The Princess Knight. That one was so good. It's super cute. It's like Legally Blonde, but in medieval times. It's nice. And then the last book that I read is Wings of Starlight. And McKayleigh recommended that one to me, and I feel so bad because I DNF'd at 75%. I think I only had like 2 hours left in my audiobook, and I was like, I can't keep listening to this. I can't. Because I would get so distracted so easily. I was like, I can't keep listening.
No!
I know! And it has so many great reviews online. Like, I went through Goodreads. There's hardly any bad reviews on it, so I think that I'm just going to try to physically read it instead of listening.
That hurts my heart. Did you watch the Tinkerbell movies prior to reading?
Yes.
Did you?
So I know, like, they can't be together, I know, but yeah.
Wow.
I know.
That makes me so sad. I gave that book like 5 stars. And you know, our friend Morgan, who is part of book club,
I saw.
she gave it like, I don't know, 2 stars. And she tried hiding it from me. At her house, she has her books arranged on a shelf from like highest rated to like lowest rated. She put Wings of Starlight at the bottom. I come around the corner, she's like hand on Wings of Starlight. I'm like, no.
She left a comment on my review, and she's like, I'm so glad I don't feel crazy. Like I'm not the only one who didn't love it, but I mean, it was cute, but maybe it just felt a little too young for me. I don't know. I just got bored. I got bored. I don't know. But that's what I've been reading. And since we're on Goodreads anyways, I mean, we should probably get started and talk about why we're here. We're doing the reviews. And I think that this is going to be so hard. Like, I am so stressed.
Yes, I did. I was trying so hard to find reviews that weren't too vague, but weren't too obvious. So I did a lot of searching and a lot of funny.
Let's see.
I will say that.
Yeah.
Disclaimer. All of these books are books that we've both read, that I've chosen.
Yeah, same.
That
and
way
also,
it helps narrow down. It's not some random book that you read back 2 years ago that I haven't heard of.
And it's also just like, neither of us wrote these reviews, so nobody get mad at us. These aren't our opinions, so don't yell at us.
Yes,
please.
Yes. We are making fun of most of these people who make these 1-star reviews.
Yes.
So here we go. The first 1-star review for the book that you have to guess goes, Basic baddie goes to Middle Ages. We don't like violence, but kick everyone in the crotch. If I hear oi one more time, I'm gonna die. With hate from a high fantasy reader.
What? Who says oi like a million times in a book? And also, my God, the only series that I can think of where they say oi, maybe Harry Potter, maybe. Have I read this book like this year? Or
Yes.
I have? What have I read this year? Let me look at my Goodreads, actually. Like, you've read it too?
Uh-huh.
I have no idea. That is really hard. Like, I can only think of Harry Potter, or also, you're gonna have to tell me this. I have no idea. I have no idea.
All right. So this review is from The Night and the Moth.
Is it really?
It is. Yep. The review was made May 31st, 2025, and has 9 likes and a comment responding to it saying, yep, exactly. So,
see, I guess I must have not picked up on someone saying that.
I listened to it, so I guess I didn't catch it, or maybe they pronounced oi differently. Or like,
I don't know.
I don't know either. But thank you, Kendra, for your 1-star review.
Let me see. So mine, I may not have read it this year, but I think you may have.
Okay.
This first one goes, and all it says is not silent enough.
Silent Patient.
Oh my God! Dang!
Wow. Yeah, no, I was going through, like, what book should I, review? And when I was scrolling through your shelf, I saw Silent Patient. And I thought about finding a review for it. I didn't see that review.
That was a really good book, yeah.
It was good. I hadn't read it prior or heard any spoilers, so I was very shocked. But
yeah,
that was
the ending
a good
was
one.
Crazy.
That
was a good one. Dang, you got that so fast.
All right. So for our next 1-star review, Katie says, now, this is a book I'd actually burn. With a cruel smile playing on my lips, I watch as the merciless flames devour the book. Watch as the edges of the pages singe and then turn black. Watch as they slowly crumble to ashes to blow away with the wind. I turn around and walk away. 1 star. The characters were flatter than paper. The title always made me hungry.
Hungry? Hungry?
Hungry.
Hungry for food? Like that type of hungry? I'm going through everything that you've read this year.
Well, I didn't read this one this year.
Hungry?
But I have mentioned reading it very briefly.
Oh my God.
In the same episode.
I think the only book that I can think of with like something in the title that you would eat, I read The Pumpkin Spice Cafe so long ago, but I hated it. That was terrible. Something hungry. That's like sticking in my mind. What has food in the title?
I think you're
Hunger
going the
Games.
wrong...
Hunger Games. Like I saw
Hunger Games.
I
was like, you're going the She's like, what has food? You're going in the wrong direction.
I got to a feast. I got to a feast of thorns and roses. I was like, that's the only thing I can think of is a cookbook. That's crazy.
Not quite, but
God.
It is the Hunger Games. Good job.
Okay. Miss Shelby says, DNF 30%, another viral book talk book that doesn't live up to the hype for me. Shocker. If you're happy with fantasy on Ozempic...
Powerless. I should let you finish, huh?
Yeah, you should let me finish. If you're happy with fantasy on Ozempic, not getting the full picture with detail...
Light lark. Okay, continue finishing.
Heavy on romance, you might like this, providing you can get past the clunky writing and cringy dialogue. And then I won't say this character's name, but the MC being called Blake, who is not a Pokemon with that name.
Blake?
Blank, like I won't say the name, like this character's name.
Who is not a Pokemon. Book talk, where are ya? It's not Powerless. It's not Light Lark. Book talk. Oh my God. If it's Quicksilver, I'm going to be upset. Is it?
That's so funny.
You know what? What's that person's name?
Shelby.
Shelby, how dare you? God.
Shelby.
How dare
McCayleigh's
you?
gonna come for you.
Yes, I'm gonna make sure you're blocked on every Goodreads profile, my Finsta Goodreads, my real Goodreads. I will not see your reviews anymore.
That's so funny.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, that had my heart pumping. For our next 1 star, we have by Reads, very creative. This
Oh my gosh.
This book opens with the main character climbing up a chimney, and then randomly 50% through the book, she has panic attacks due to claustrophobia, which definitely never came up before, including in the aforementioned chimney scene. This tells you all you need to know about the level of care taken to write this trite, wordy, derivative mess.
The only thing I can think of with the chimney, is it the Powerless series? Reckless? Does that open with her in the chimney?
It's Powerless.
Oh.
Yes. Which,
That
I
was
mean, I'll give it to
close.
you. Still same
Thank
series.
you. Thank you.
I'm
thank
giving
you.
it to you because you had it. But,
Thanks.
yeah.
My next one goes, okay, I think you might get this one, like, automatically. Erica says, what in the Red Queen, Hunger Games, Divergent, Serpent in the Wings of Night, Throne of Glass, Young Elite, Shatter Me fandom mashup is this? That being said, I have lost faith in humanity.
Also Powerless. We're the same brain wavelength here.
Yeah. We read all the same thing, so it's
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. When I look at your already read books, I'm like, let me go ahead and read those, so at least we can talk about them on the podcast, so perfect. And for our next 1 star review by Avid Reader, again, so creative, why the hell this book has an average of 4.48 stars is beyond me. This entire novel, all 800 pages, yes, I somehow did read all of them, read like the first draft of a mildly talented rookie teen author. There were so many things wrong with this book that I can't forgive any of it, regardless of the approximately 150 pages or so scattered throughout the book that weren't a total bore or cringe fest. Man, do I have a lot to criticize. And she had a lot to say about a lot of different topics in this book. And I will just read you one of these topics because she has a paragraph for each one. And this one goes, repetition of descriptions and character emotion. Pretty much every single description of hair included the word silk or silky or silken, like every character in the book walked straight out of a L'Oreal commercial. Then there was the fact that every single female character had the body of a supermodel and the need to wear skin-tight clothes only. And let's not forget, these characters don't know how to drink normally. All they ever did was take swigs straight from bottles.
Okay, what did I read this year that's 800 pages long?
This might have been a 2024 read. I think it was a 2024 read. This review was made December 16th of 2020. So the book's been out for a while. And it's part of a series. It's the first book in a series.
From Blood and Ash?
Mm-mm.
Daughter of No Worlds? That's a big book.
Mm-mm.
Oh my god, what is 800?
And we both read it.
Oh my god. Did you read it this year?
No, I read it last year.
House of Flame and Shadow? House of Earth and Blood? The first one? The very first Crescent City?
Yep, House of Earth and Blood, Crescent City, book 1.
I kept trying to think, I'm like, what series have I read where the very first book is massive? That's crazy.
Yep, Avid Reader did not like Crescent City, book 1. She made that very clear.
Well, I feel like a lot of people didn't love that series.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely my least favorite of the series, but I still read it.
Right. Gonna eat up the next one.
Yep, exactly.
This person, Audrey goes, all the blank series follows the same plot. 1, something's up, but what could it be? 2, we know what it is. We found out the mystery. 3, a character gets themselves into trouble with help. 4, a character saves the day. The end.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I've always said these read like mystery novels.
They do.
And yeah, after like the first one I read, I was like, oh, it's like a real mystery. I did not
it is.
put that together in my head prior to reading these books. But yeah, wow. So, Kristen gave this 1 star. Oh, no. Christine gave this 1 star. And it says, child star crumbles and it was all her mother's fault. Now she wants to tour and talk about it nonstop.
Is this the one by Jeanette McCurdy?
Yes.
I can't remember what it's called. I'm glad my mom is dead. I'm glad something like that.
I'm glad my mom died by Jeanette McCurdy. I'm glad you just got it off of that because I was scanning through her review for like no spoilers. So that worked. That worked out. Perfect. That was easy. Yay!
So this one you've read this year. This one goes, I need, and then it names a character from the series, to use their powers and wipe all of my memories from this shit. I am giving... Okay, I won't read the rest. That's it. I need this character to use their powers to wipe all of my memories.
I've read it this year. The character can wipe memories. I'd say Rhysand, but that's not this year.
Yeah.
From Blood and Ash is on here. But I don't think anyone wipes memories. Oh. Is it Fourth Wing?
It's Onyx Storm.
Ah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, a character gets their memory wiped.
Wow.
At the end. Yep. Thank you to Manas, in parentheses, suffering. I guess they suffered while reading Onyx Storm.
Oh, I guess so. Thank you. Thank you for your 1-star review. We love hate mail. Okay. All right. Kitten has a 1-star review that says, are you kidding me? What the hell is this shit? How do you screw up your story quite so badly after starting from an incredible premise? This character has been offered the chance to win back her freedom in to the death tournament, fighting all these other horrible people. Trying to sum this up without giving spoilers. So definitely after reading the Q&A included in the back of this book, it all started to make sense. And this is her explaining why she's giving this book 1 star. I wish I'd known before buying this stupid-ass book that it's inspired by Disney's Cinderella, of all things.
What?
I know what you're thinking. Where the fridge tart does Cinderella come in? Isn't this a story about blank, blank, blank competing for her life in the most badass tournament ever? Well, actually, no. And I'm happy to spend the next few hours of my life quoting this most dumbass book if it means at least one person might decide not to waste their money on it. No need to thank me.
The only books I feel like I've read this year with this, like...
This is not from this year.
Competition. Oh! It's not.
No.
Competition. Last year, books I've read with competition, Powerless, Phantasma. I was gonna say Serpents in the Wings of Night, but I read that one this year. The Hunger Games competition. Oh my god.
It's the first book in a series.
Did they have where the girl has to fight for her life? Throne of Glass?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, yeah.
According to her, I guess
I didn't know that
copies,
it was a Cinderella. That's the first I've ever heard of that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, now I have to do research. But according to Kitten, that's what the back of her book says, inspired by Disney's Cinderella. Wow. So I'm wondering if this was always planned to be like the 7-book series turned into, this giant adventure, or if it was like a Cinderella story. Let me go be a princess at the castle. I don't know.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the more you know.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. From Marta the Book Slayer, Marta has to say, greetings, students. Welcome to Writing 101. How to write the worst novel ever written in 2020 and still win a Goodreads award. This is my first time teaching this class, but rest assured my qualifications include... I can't say that. Knowing 10 different names that sound better than blank. Please take out your syllabus. As you will see, our assigned and only reading for this class is this novel. And then they go into they have this review set up as if you're in a class. It's like lesson 1, the setting.
So tell me this, is this the way it's structured as a professor or teacher? Is it because this book involves like a school setting? No? Okay, so that has nothing to do with it.
No. You've read this year?
This year?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, I don't know if I picked up on a lot of clues there.
Oh, sorry.
I just heard of how much they hate the book.
And they also don't like the main character's name.
Who has a stupid name? Let's see. Read this year.
Mm-hmm.
This year. And we've both read it.
Yeah, we've both read it.
Okay.
It's a series. This is the first book in a series.
We already talked about Powerless.
Mm-hmm.
First book in a series. We already talked about Quicksilver. Surely. Is it from Blood and Ash? Ah! Okay.
I was gonna say, we both didn't agree on this one.
Wow. Yeah. Dang. I can't even remember what book I'm on from Blood and Ash. I think I never started the... I think I ended on the second book. And
I was about to say, I think I finished the second book, and the ending of the second one, the last chapter was amazing. But I had to read 400 pages plus to get there. And I was like, I have all the books. I bought all of them on Audible. Yeah. So I have every single one of them.
Oh my gosh, we need to finish the series.
I know.
Right. So for our next 1-star review, Warda says, sorry, but it's a no from me. It's always a case of you questioning yourself when a hyped book doesn't work for you. But I have reasons and regrets, and I want a refund of my time and money. I can't decide whether to rate this 2 or 1 star. It's a 1-star rating. I'm about to drop some truth bombs, so if this is the type of book for you and where you don't want to hear any slander, then look away. It seems that fantasy romances, whether they're adult or YA, have been using the same formula these past few years, and where the focus solely lies on the plot and the action scenes, and the same attention isn't given to the characters and their world. And I do not understand why that is the case. The balance between them is all off. The characters, all of them, not a single one was interesting, lacked substance, background and history, and so by nature, I'm not even remotely interested in rooting for them and seeing them overcome the challenges they're facing.
The only thing I can think of is Quicksilver.
Really? Nope, it's not that.
No, just the world building part, that just reminds me of Quicksilver.
This review was made July 4th of 2023.
So the book's been out for a while. I read it this year?
No, before now. Maybe in 2023.
Really? It's that old. What came out in 2023? Did Fourth Wing come out in 2023? Is it Fourth Wing?
Mm-hmm.
It's Fourth Wing?
Yeah.
Is it really? What?
Wow.
Don't agree with you. I love Fourth Wing so much.
Same. I also love it.
Yay.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, this one. Oh my gosh. This one says from Edgar Allan Poe's review. Edgar says, Sarah J. Maas committed a war crime when she created Rhysand. He is everywhere. Like a cancer, he just keeps spreading and it has become an epidemic.
Ooh, so someone tried to recreate him.
I don't know how much I agree with this review.
Okay. Is it Caraval?
No. You read this one this year? Yeah, you read this one this year.
Okay. Trying to think of books I haven't listed yet. Have you selected books from the same series?
No.
Okay. So, is it The Serpent and the Wings of the Night?
Yeah.
It is!
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Dark and Brooding. Caraval was just kind of on my screen, so when I looked over, I was like, is it that one?
No.
Oh
my gosh.
Yeah, winged males, as Sarah J. Maas likes to call them, so makes sense.
Yeah, right.
And this is by Addie Turbo, and their 1-star review says, what a shame. This could have been such a great novel if the author had the capacity to write about the issues of regrets and suicidal thoughts with maturity, complexity, and depth. Instead, we get this young adult-like novel in which the main character behaves and thinks like a 15-year-old, and every other character around her is just a cardboard poster rather than a human being. This is not what I expected from this author, whose previous books I recommended to people who wanted to understand depression. It's like it isn't the same author at all. I can't believe how silly and superficial its treatment of its topics is. Even with the fantastic elements of the premise, this could have been so much better. And this review was made August 22nd of 2020.
Oh my god.
She has 1,200 likes on this 1-star review on Goodreads.
Did I read it this year?
No, I think you read it. You might have read it before you met me. before we met each other.
Who is
Maybe.
depressed? Feyre, maybe, in ACOTAR? Not Throne of Glass, not ACOTAR. Dang, that is so hard.
It's not your typical, like, medieval fantasy vibes, but it has, like, modern fantasy elements.
Addie LaRue?
No, but you're on, like, kind of the right track.
I'm trying to... Who else is, like, really... You may have to tell me this one. That is really hard.
Okay.
What is it?
It is The Midnight Library.
Oh my gosh!
Yes!
That makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
Haig.
sense. Wow, that is such a good book. Wow. I want to reread that book. Oh my gosh.
Good.
It's really good. Yeah, I read that before I met you. You're right. Wow.
Damn.
Okay, let's see. Jen says, this book is about observations. A lot of really boring observations.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
It's the Encyclopedia of Fairies. Is it that one?
What? But yeah.
Oh wow, that fits so well.
It does.
Oh my god. Observations. Did I read this year?
Yep.
Observations. Who is observing anything around here? Oh my god. Harry Potter took up most of my year.
I know.
I will say that.
Oh my gosh.
Observations. Okay. Observing. The Handmaid's Tale.
Yes.
Perfect. That makes sense because she's world build. Let's look over here and see what's happening to all these people.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Perfect. All right. Warda is back with another 1-star review. We have the same taste in books. So she says, so where to begin? Hype as we know it is quite futile. The buzz it ignites is amazing. They create this excitement within you that has your mind wandering to all these possibilities and directions that the book can go in. But because of the hype, I assumed I would enjoy this book. I'm quite an easy-to-please reader. So, usually when a book is hyped up, I tend to enjoy it. Or even if I don't, I will feel indifferent. But this book brought about a rage within me. I hated it with every fiber of my being. You may be thinking that because of the fact I succumbed to the hype, it ruined the experience for me. That was not the case at all. I always go in weary, but with a sense of optimism when it comes to hyped books. As for the book, well, everything was wrong with it for me. Other than the slight addictive quality it had, which died for me after I passed the halfway point. The book was weak in every sense of the word, from the protagonist to the characters, the plot, and the world building. There was no development or growth that brought those aspects to life, not even in the writing. The storyline started off quite tragic, with the characters' parents being brutally killed off from the bat. From that, I was expecting some kind of revenge story, or, emotion, but no. That wasn't explored. And I'll stop there. She keeps going.
Okay. A book that starts off with the main character's parents dying. You've already done Throne of Glass. So it can't be Throne of Glass. The Cruel Prince?
Yes.
Yay!
The Cruel
Oh my gosh.
Prince.
I was like, who dies at the very beginning of a book? Okay.
Yep.
You still need to finish that series. It's so good.
I know. I can't believe you told me. I remember one day you told me, you're like, there's more than 3 books. I'm like,
yeah, I haven't read. I have like the other. There's like maybe 2 or 3 more. I have them, but I haven't read that yet.
Wow.
It like takes off with other parts of their family. So this last one, it's not necessarily a 1-star review. I thought it was funny, and I had to pull it and say,
okay.
Kat says, good for her. So many plot holes, but by God, that woman fucked that fish man.
Whispers of the Deep.
Yes.
Oh my
gosh.
God. I remember when I was going to rate that book, that was one of the reviews I had seen.
It's so funny.
I was like, wow, that is so funny. And I know that one had a ton of likes on it.
Yeah, it did. So funny.
All right. So for our final 1-star review, it comes from Sana. And they say, 1 star. After thinking about this book more, I can honestly say there isn't really anything redeeming about this. Parts had potential, but ultimately it felt wasted. I'd pass on this one, ladies and gents. I felt that this was promising at first, but as it went on, it just became more and more annoying. The main character just let things happen to her for half of the book, and her romance felt entirely unbelievable to me. I also feel like the way magic works in this world was explained to me, especially at the end, rather than fully experiencing it for myself. Speaking of the end, it felt contrived. Why were all these new things suddenly explained to me? Sometimes it fit together in the puzzle that is this story, but I can't help but feel that the final revelations were more than odd. Not in a good way either. Yep, the review was made February 18th of 2017.
Oh my god.
Way back there.
My gosh. Do you think I read it that long ago? Or
No.
No.
I don't think you read it that long ago at all. You knew me already, I think, when you had read it. You recommended this book to others.
I recommend everything. I tell everyone to read what I read. Oh my gosh. The Harry Potter thing, 'cause I read that much longer than 2017. Is it ACOTAR?
Mm-mm. It's a series, book 1 of a series.
And you read it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Carabal?
Yes.
Yeah. Yay. Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Wow. That was the end of our 1-star review marathon.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That was crazy. And I think that my brain is probably fried from all the judgment.
There was a lot of it. But thank you, everyone who made your 1-star review. You really contributed to this video and did all the work for us. So you made it very fun.
Thanks.
Keep up the hate. Spread hate. Yes.
No. Not in books that we love. Not books that we love.
But be prepared. You will be talked about on this podcast. So just like we did. Thank you, listeners, for playing along and letting us roast some books in peace. And just remember, just because a review is savage doesn't mean the book isn't worth reading.
So if you're interested in being a guest on the podcast, check out our link tree. It's in our Instagram and Facebook pages at 2 Chicks and a Plot Twist.
There's a form, there's merch, there's chaos. You know the drill.
Follow me on Instagram. It's at Haley's.books. Come see what fictional man I'm crying over this week.
And I'm at McCayleigh Daniels, where unhinged book rants happen daily.
Join us for our next episode. We are talking with a book talk sensational author. Name coming soon, so make sure to be following us on Instagram and Facebook at 2 Chicks and a Plot Twist, and you will see who it is. I'm so excited for y'all to find out.
Yay! And you can expect a podcast episode from us every Thursday, and we will see you next time.
Bye!
Bye!
Do, 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 do.
Yay!